global education platform, distance learning has never been more easy.
Hi everyone, we'll be taking you through the distance learning process for all the students that we recruit.
In this video, we'll be covering three main areas: the distance learning process for the diploma programs, the distance learning process for our university programs, and finally, the process involved in the academic tutor support service. Let's first start with the process for the diploma programs. The first step is the student inquiry stage. Here, the partner will have a one-on-one session with the student in order to identify their needs and to find the best possible program option. Next, we have the documentation stage. Once the student has finalized on their program, the partner must submit all the necessary student documents to GEP. This includes filling the GEP application form and submitting their passport copy and updated CV. Then we have the payment confirmation stage. Once all the documents have been submitted by the student or the partner to GEP, we will be sending an invoice with the total program fee. Flexible payment plans are also available upon request based on the program and the cost. Once the student has made the payment, they are supposed to send us a confirmation receipt.
Upon the receipt of payment, we move on to the next stage, which is the registration stage. GEP will be registering the student with the relevant awarding body, and the student will be sent the assignment brief and the program specification in order for the student to start working on their assignments. If the student requires further assistance, they can opt for our academic tutoring support service as well. Once the student submits the assignment, GEP will take over and will be going through the marking, internal verification and external verification process along with the awarding body. Once the student has completed and passed all the assignments, GEP will notify when their certificates are received. And if the student has made the full payment, the documents will be dispatched directly to the student. In some cases, the student might have to contact the awarding body directly in order to obtain their certificates.
Now let's move on to the distance learning process involved in the university programs. We will start with the student inquiry phase. Here, the partner again will have a one-on-one conversation with the student in order to identify their requirements and study needs. If the partner is unable to find a program, they can always contact GEP and seek assistance. Then we have the documentation stage. Here, the student must fill in the GEP application form and submit the following documents: their updated CV, passport copy, previous academic qualifications, and if it's a master's program, 2 work references, and also their personal statement. Once all documents have been submitted to GEP, we will be sending the student with the university offer letter along with the invoice for their payment. Here again, flexible payment plans are available based on the program and the cost. Once the payment has been made, the student must send a payment confirmation receipt to GEP.
Upon the receipt of payment, GEP will proceed to register the student with the relevant university. These registration dates will vary depending on the university, as their intake deadlines may vary from university to university. Once the student is registered, the university will send the student portal login details to the email specified when the student is being registered. Once the student receives the logins for the portal and the email, the student needs to review the university guidelines and proceedings of the course. The portal will have the lecture schedules, course materials and the assignment deadlines, and this will allow the student to proceed through the course. For further guidance and support, GEP may provide the following services as well: student portal queries, student ID card requests and tracking, assistance with letter requests and university correspondences, submission related assistance, systems usage and guidance, handling feedback and mark sheet requests, telephone support for student queries, partner related inquiries including student progress and financial status.
And finally, we have the graduation and certification stage. Once the student has completed their programs, they will receive a graduation invitation directly sent through the university email to their student email address. After clearing all payments, students can request for GEP's assistance in tracking the certification status. GEP will also guide the student on how to receive the relevant documents.
Next, we move on to the academic and tutoring service. This is an optional service provided to the students, as this is in addition to the tutoring provided by the university. This additional support will be facilitated by the GEP tutors who will be tutoring it online with highly skilled academic staff members. The academic and tutor support process starts with the student requesting for this service, and once the student makes the payment, a welcome email will be sent for the student with the details of the tutor. The tutoring services may include live webinars which will be scheduled based on the requirement of the student and the convenience of the student as well. These live sessions may be done in order to help the student understand what is already being taught by the university. During the support services, the student may request for feedback, whether it's the draft submission or even the final submission. The students will be given a structured feedback in order to help them understand where they are going wrong in their submissions. This may be an assignment or even a dissertation.
I hope this video was helpful for you to understand how the distance learning process works. If you have any questions or need clarification on anything, please get in touch with your GEP representative.